Hi guys, I told you I'd bring you back after a little ways. I had to go do a couple other things. The boss called, and when the boss calls, you got to go. Most of the time I do. I got these clamped so I can put 1, 2, 3 in here, and they go 1, 2, 3 here, and then 1, 2, 3. I clamp those in so it pulls them a little tighter. I had that one board at the top. I shot a nail in here just so I don't have to hold that, but I got to put the straps around. If you haven't seen the straps, I made 2 of them. We'll put them in. So it's kind of like watching some assembly go together here, which I'm kind of glad that I got a strap here. It kind of holds that. That's heartwood right there. It'll, whoops, this goes the other way, doesn't it? You guys know me better than that. Put everything together backwards. And I might put a screw in here to pull that in. This one here is nothing's done to it. So you just kind of see me working, but I haven't showed you my surprise or my update on this thing, which I'm gonna do a little bit and then keep you guys in suspense. So I'm gonna shoot a nail in there and a nail in there so I don't have to worry about holding that. This is flush with that. Usually I like a little bigger boards in there, but I got it, so I guess you're not going to even be able to see this. Not that it really makes a whole lot of difference shooting a couple nails in, but heck, while we're doing it, we'll see if we can't push that. Nah, that needs a screw in there. I don't want to push in. We'll put what the heck. I'm still going to put those straps on there. We'll put this away. We'll get one of those straps out. Listen to that thing wind down. We'll get a couple of those straps out here. Trying to think where they're at. I just had one in my hand and I already don't know where I set it down at. Here's another one. Well, you know, I'm not going to do that for a couple reasons. I'm going to screw some of these in so I got some more. Oh, there it is. I'm going to screw some of these in so I got more clamps in and out of the way. So here's where we're at. This thing, I know I put too many screws in it, but the screws don't back out as much as nails, so I kind of like them better. And the next problem I'm going to have is these boards are going to shrink, because they're even though they're dry, they're going to shrink down to something. I'm just going to put one up here close, because the center has got a hole in there. Put that up there, put this here. I can't do this with one hand. I thought I had more clamps out, and I went and got more clamps, and I'm still low on clamps. I have those speed clamps like up there, but I have 4 of them, but God only knows where I put them. He might not even know. And we'll put a couple in that one there. I want to take and undo this. We'll do it in here. I just as soon pull these together with clamps and screws. I like to pull them together with both, actually. And the more screws, the merrier. Oh, we forgot to check it for level, didn't we? I don't have all these bottom screws in yet. We'll put another one in there. That looks a little nasty. It'll hold, the 2 boards will hold each other together. I think I'll do that for here too, because there's a crack going down here that you guys can't see in the camera at that angle. And 2 screws might hold it together better. Now we'll put some in this end piece here, and that's in the way. We'll put and I want to put one where the clamp is, or drop one, whichever's easiest. And we'll put one up here to. What do you think? This is front one. No, I'm not going to put any there in the center. And I'll show you why in a minute. Alright, that one's kind of done. We'll bring you over the other. Oh, now I got enough clamps we can put the brace on. I'll do one now and do one later. But I want to. They usually go on better if you clamp them. You can't clamp it that way, but you can clamp it this way. Here's a clamp, might go down far enough. I know this does. Tap it in a little bit. Didn't do that yesterday. Probably should have. Don't know whether it makes any difference. Doesn't look very square, but I must have bent my the thing wrong. All right. That wasn't too bad. Now we're going to put these long ones in here. Go all the way through back into these boards up there. Now, if you're bending these things, which I kind of recommend, these are a lot stronger once you get these things in there. If you're making these are bent so the holes here line up with the boards up there, or yeah, something like that. Yeah, this one's going through a crack where this might hold. I'll aim it down. Broke off. Hit something really strong. I don't know what. So we'll put another one in it. And we'll put a couple more in it. Doesn't matter. These screws are, I think these are 3.5s. They don't need to be quite that long. I'm going to go to Home Depot tonight or tomorrow and get some shorter ones. I need to buy some stuff at Home Depot. I need to buy some more screws. Not that I've gone through that many, but alright, let's go do bracket on the other side, and then I'm going to show you my update. Show you my reconfigure. Oh, I don't have all this stuff here screwed in. I don't know where the best place here. Maybe you can catch both sides of the catastrophe here. Like I said, when you bend these, bend it so these holes go through the center there. If you make your brackets like this, you might not even want to make these wood boxes. If you don't have a sawmill, it could be a little costly, I would think. So that's kind of a downfall for some of you guys. I've been making wood boxes now for probably over 20 years. And if you've been along, you've seen some of the other ones that I've made. Big ones, tall ones, fat ones. These are just temporary ones. That's all these are. Well, they're temporary permanent. I'll use them and they'll probably last my lifetime, to be honest with you. That one doesn't want to go quite where I wanted it to go. That's a little out further than it should. That's why I was kind of going like that, trying to point it in and pull it over. Came through on the inside. Don't like that at all. I bet that's hotter than a firecracker right now. It's going to follow that last hole in. Now I'm going through that ditch. Oh well. I don't think it'll go anywhere. I'm trying to stitch that crack together. There we go. That's good enough. We gotta get a couple more there. This one will stitch that crack together. All right. I'm going to cheat you, man. You're still not going to get quite into the latest. I'm going to put those, where am I at there? I'm going to put these in so I get rid of these long racks. And I'll show you what I've come up with. And I like it. It was some brackets I made. Put one there. That probably doesn't hold anything. That's in that crack. Ouch. Not supposed to do that. Come on now. I think there's a burr in that screw. I got this many screws, so we'll just put them in. Let's see. Because that's got a crack in it, I'll go ahead and double these up. I'll do it later off camera. Alright, here's what I've come up with. Fancy dancy brackets. Look at this. Made this last night out of, can you see the rust pits in there? Yeah, it's thrown away from something. I got it, and it even had a hole in there. So what I did was I routed that back a little bit and drilled some holes in it, as you can see, and I put a little bevel in there too. Man, I'm fancy. And where these are going to go, abracadabra, I think I kept you out of it, right there. Okay, I'll take you off the stand so you can see. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But it's for... I didn't like doing all the other hocus pocus, and I don't know. This is going to come down here and go up to where it just barely hits the wood. It'll keep it from going forward and backwards and all that kind of stuff, I hope. So, we're going to put that in there. And you guys, I'm going to make you watch. And we'll put one in on the other side. This one here I already kind of marked to see where it goes, or where I think it should go. Gotta go get some screws and a screw gun. I'll just put a couple in there. A couple should let me know whether it's gonna work. That'll hold that crack together too, won't it? Can't get into that one. Yeah, I can. Don't need that. Need that for the other side. We'll go ahead and put all four in there. That's also going into both pieces. Money-wise, didn't cost me nothing. Okay, time-wise, you don't want to know about it. It was, I made it on the mill yesterday in between rainstorms. So, now we got to figure out what height to put this one in at. And I don't know. I gotta find another bracket. I thought I threw one down in here. This stuff disappears on me all the time, guys. I got another one over here on this table. Alright, seems both of these hooks are the same. I gotta get a pencil. Gotta get all sorts of stuff. I think I'll put you over here. Might be easier for me. I don't know how it's going to be for you. Is it as good for you as it is for me? Alright. Don't know where I did with my pencil. Don't really know if I need it. Yeah, well, I'll try to go without it. Oops. I want it to come up so it's just hitting the wood. Like there. And in the center, about there. I think that's good. Now if I can get that clamp on it. Hope it didn't move. That looks pretty good. Oh, and here is a jumping screw. We'll put that in there. There's two other jumpers back here that I know of, 2 or 3. That's my handy dandy improvement. I like that. I'm gonna put that on the other one of these I made and see how they work. Alright, now are you guys still in close to the scene of the crash? Now my hoping is that this doesn't need to be on there anymore. My hoping is, or my plan was, that this ratchet strap at this point won't be hitting too much of that bracket, which is about where I want it to be. Now I'll bring this over here, maybe it'll stay. Yeah, that'll go down for a little bit. I got a little bit of a twist in there. Guess what? Chubby Checker did the twist. Is that hook in the right direction? Yeah, it is. You got to have a little bit of looseness, or it won't. Of course, when I start pulling, it's going to pull it together and not make it square. And I also decided that if I do that, I could take this strap up here and put it. I didn't do it on this one. Put it underneath there so it doesn't rub on that that nice smooth oak. Now we gotta go back. I know the 2 sides are pulled in now because I just pulled it in, so it will not be overly square. Let's see how close we are. It ought to be close enough though for a wood box. Yeah, see, I just pulled, it's tight up here and a little bit loose down there, but I just pulled that together. Let's see if this one's about the same, almost identical. I'll go let that strap off just for the heck of it. What do you think? And I haven't screwed all the bottoms in yet. Let's see. Can you guys see it now? Not sure. A little bit more light down there, but alright. It might be racked a little bit. Hair, a little bit of light down there. Same here. I must not have pulled it in much or pulled it in the back. So I'm going to call this one a wrap, because you've seen me put these little braces on. If I go Home Depot tonight, next time I do a video, I'll let you know how much these little things are. That looks pretty ugly. I think that's the one that broke, didn't it? I got a couple more of those to screw in. Metal brackets. Somewhere I got 2 more metal brackets. Oh, I have to bend them. Haven't bent them yet. Remember, when you do that, you want it so the holes are in the center of that wood. Or I guess it goes this way. Yeah, it goes this way. So the holes are in the center of that wood, and then it gets bent down at this point. These are my brackets. I found a piece long enough to make them. They're 6 inches long. They're probably way beefier than they need to be. I think they're 1/4 inch, but it's what was laying around. I know what school they came from. It was part of some stuff that was thrown away. You know me, I'm a pack rat, but I like that design other than the rubbing part there. If I do load it with a strap in there, if I hit my head on that, it's a lot more forgiving than a board, because a lot of those with a board on top, I kept hitting my head, like I said in another video, and I got enough knots in my head from my wife. Don't need any more. So I'm going to call this one a wrap. This is going to be the second one. This is going to be 2 of 2. If you like it, leave a comment down below. Tell me if you like my updates on that. These straps here I get from Surplus Center. I think they're like $6 a strap, $7 a strap, but they charge you probably the same amount to ship them. I could do better on a better price of that. I know that. So cross member, a couple people have talked about putting a triangulated one. You know, it's just not that. Once you get the wood in there, it kind of holds it from racking, and if it racks a little bit, the next load rack will just rack back. So I'm not really too concerned with that. Like again, I said, you can make this without that many crosses in it, but you know, if you got a sawmill, I've seen some guys where they just have one there and one there, and I think they do enough for 2 rows. If you've seen the short where I stack in 18 inches that way, then stack in 18 inches this way, and put it a little bit over the front. Okay, so it's actually, instead of 40 inches that way, it's about 42 inches that way. It's 50 inches to the top, 49, but I stack it over so that I'm counting at 50, and it's 48 inches wide. I think it's 0.45 of a cord. I had written it down, but you know me, I forget everything. So anyway, I'm gonna finish putting this together and go in and eat dinner. Glad you came along. Hope you like my update, and I might go to Home Depot. I'm thinking about going, like I said, to Home Depot and buying some pressure treated for in here in the bottoms, because I don't really like that wood on the bottom. But this is just a quick put together. So thank you for coming by. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, send it to somebody else that does wood. If you think you know somebody that might want a wood rack, this rack works pretty good. Oh, somebody said make it higher. I could make it higher, but when you're in the Bobcat and you lift it up about a foot off the ground, you're already blocking where you can go. So I don't want to go any higher than that. That's some of the problems with some of the other wood boxes that I've made. So this is kind of like the final wood box. This would be a economy tractor, a lightweight tractor for picking this one up, because it's a foot narrower than my actual final design boxes. And I might do one more box build, or take you around one more box that's the real size. So thanks for stopping in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Like I said, send it to somebody that plays with wood. They might be interested in making a box like this. We'll see you now. Bye bye.